Let's talk today about how the Waleses spent their week. I think that there are some things we can suss out about how they are going to approach royal work this year. We are really getting away from Will and Kate going to day-to-day royal events together. This week's event was Holocaust Remembrance Day. They made an appearance at the Guildhall in London. King Charles was the British representative at the memorials actually held in Poland this year because it is the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz. Charles actually became the first British head of state to visit Auschwitz with this appearance. But this video is about the Waleses. So at the event back in London honoring victims and survivors of the Holocaust, Prince William gave a reading and an address in which he commemorated his great-grandmother, the Greek princess Alice of Battenberg. Apparently used her deafness as an excuse to not give information to the Gestapo. Absolutely iconic. She also gave aid to Jewish families who were in hiding at that time. This is something I want to hear more of in royal engagements. Kate did attend this event with William, and her appearance was sort of, it seemed, a last-minute addition. It wasn't announced ahead of time anyway. She spent the day interacting with survivors of the Holocaust, some of whom she has met before. Back in 2020, she did a portraiture photography project for the Imperial War Museum. I really love when Will and Kate play to their strengths. Kate, for example, seems to have really warm, genuine interactions, particularly with the older generation, I've noticed. So including her on this engagement was a masterstroke. She was re-wearing a Catherine Walker coat in black. There was an element of this outfit that raised eyebrows, and that was Kate's Chanel handbag. I do have to save that commentary for another video because I have a lot to say about this. To do the short version for you really quick, Coco Chanel, not a good person. No, Nazi collaborator, in fact. And whether you want to defend Kate or not, I still question the decision to use Chanel for this occasion. I will be posting another video this weekend going into the specifics. On Friday, Kate did another set of appearances in Wales at a children's hospice where she has become a patron. This patronage was previously held by King Charles, and I really loved the photos that were shared because highlighting this patronage and this visit is great. I mean, raise your hand if this is the first time you're really thinking about the fact that children's hospices exist. That is what royal work is really good at, putting a spotlight on those causes. For this engagement, Kate was doing a rewear. It was this dress that I personally don't love, and it was styled right here on the far right in a way that, again, I don't personally love it, and it feels a little disjointed to me. The reason I'm bringing this up is because my theory is that Kate's stylist and her maybe team that helps her style herself are on leave or not back at work yet. Just because this outfit, it doesn't seem that intentional to me the way that we've grown to expect from Kate. And the Holocaust remembrance outfit, again, it felt like an unforced error with the Chanel handbag. I just question if her team is currently at work, what's going on? But here's why I think that they might not be. Every time Kate has gone outside recently, the royal rota get briefings. Sources are keen to caution that her diary this week should not be seen as a template for the coming months. In other words, don't get ahead of yourself. She is not back at work full time. This same sort of announcement happened when she visited the Royal Marsden Cancer Center. We were cautioned not to expect her back at work full time. Instead, this visit, much like the one to the Children's Hospice this week, were done right now, I think, because she's becoming patron of this cancer center, of this children's hospice. So she needs to do these events, which again, I love these engagements. Getting FaceTime with the people at the heart of an organization that you represent, that is so important. And I'm glad if Kate is prioritizing any sort of royal public engagement this year, it is this, to be at the heart of her patronages. At the same time, it is getting a little funny that these cautions are consistently being given whenever Kate shows up. Kensington Palace is probably trying to have it both ways right now with Kate. Get her out there because last year really was not fun, but also manage our expectations so that she can still, I don't know, take the school holidays off with the children. It's not that I think the excuse of her cancer recovery is an excuse. It's that I think that proved Kate can take a step back. She doesn't have to be out there every day. And we can get away with it, essentially. We are seeing that in action. Which brings me to what William was doing this week, which was checking in with recipients of prizes from Earthshot, as well as visiting with tenant farmers who are part of his Duchy of Cornwall. Both of these events focused on causes that are close to William's heart, like sustainability. Really well done engagements, and they were covered well on social media. But Kate is also the Duchess of Cornwall. This could have been a joint engagement, but it wasn't. Call it a professional separation if you want. They each have their own things, and those causes are what are going to get them going outside. Kate actually did double engagements on Friday. She also visited a textile factory in South Wales. Textiles are something that the palace once upon a time told us that Kate was interested and told us that she was going to be spending more time investigating, highlighting. But this is only her third time highlighting the textile industry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went down this road a little bit more in 2025. And if these two really take on a divide and conquer approach to royal work. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And remember to stay tuned for our video on the Chanel handbag controversy.